Right, let's get straight to the analyst that we have who's joining in. Kapil Singh, auto equity research analyst at Nomura India, who joins in. Hi, Kapil. Good morning. It's a rainy morning here in Mumbai. Hope you're safe. Well, let's address Ola first. Any view on the stock? I know I don't think you'll have official coverage on it, but suddenly the street has been getting excited. You need to keep in mind, though, this was a stock that hit 140. And at around 40, it's seeing some kind of interest, delivery-based buying as well. Any view on the name?
Yeah, Nigel, thank you. No, we don't have coverage on Ola, so would not be able to comment on that specifically. But generally, if you want, we can discuss,
Right.
the news flow that is coming on GST and the implications of that for electric vehicles as well.
Right. So let's get to that then. Let's focus on electric vehicles. The GST rationalization could come about. So what is your view on that? Particularly, let's get the EV part out of the way. And if you want to play the EV story, then which is your topic?
Sure. So, look, I think the reason people were buying EVs was also because the price gap was closing between EVs and ICE. And if there is a tax reduction that happens only for ICE vehicles, it will increase that gap between electric vehicles and ICE. So that will have a negative impact on demand. And I mean, we are still reading news flow, so I do not know if there will be any additional incentives that will be given to electric vehicles. But in my opinion, those will be required to ensure that the CAFE targets are met by the OEMs. Otherwise, it will be difficult to meet those targets.
Okay, that's on the EV side. Kapil, hi, morning. The other big story, obviously, this expected GST bonanza, if it indeed comes through. So what is your model saying? I mean, the likely beneficiaries, I think the overall assessment is that passenger vehicle makers will benefit more. But in terms of individual stocks, where could it really show up?
Yeah, yes, you're right. Our assessment is also that passenger vehicles should benefit more. There are a couple of reasons. Firstly, the penetration is much lower and it has been impacted because of the cost increases that have happened over the last, I would say, 5 to 7 years with regulation and other commodity costs. If you see, the CAGR for the sector has been in mid-single digits. This could improve substantially, and ownership, which is somewhere slightly more than 30 cars per 1,000 people, should start improving more rapidly. So this is not just a short-term measure. I think medium-term growth could also improve with affordability improving. And there will be a wider impact on the economy as well of this, because if this goes through, it's not just the OEMs who benefit, but the suppliers, the dealers. So it's auto sector is the engine of the economy, really. And if the growth picks up, it's positive for consumer sentiments as well, in my view.
No, absolutely. So within the PV space, Kapil, which are your, what's your order of preference, so to speak? M&M obviously has been a great wealth creator, but, Hyundai, Maruti, has the time come to look at these stocks as well?
I think yes. We've done a scenario analysis on this, and we think that all the four-wheeler names, whether it's M&M, Maruti, Hyundai, all of these have decent upside. Even the two-wheeler names, even from current levels, have upsides. But in my personal assessment, it may be a little bit lower, because you will still have some cost increases coming for things like ABS, for example, for some of the players. That would negate probably 50% of the benefit that comes from GST. So it's still positive, but maybe not as positive in case of four-wheelers. The other thing to keep in mind is that the discounting right now is very high, especially in four-wheelers. While average discounts could be like 3 to 5%, but model-specific discounts are as high as even 5 to 10%. So if the demand improves, I think even if the OEMs pass on the full GST cut, there will be scope to reduce discounts as well.
Got that. A couple more questions, but out of time, so we'll have you back again. Thanks very much for joining us this morning with that helpful perspective on the auto space. We'll take a